Well, at the beginning of the month, oil and gas giant ExxonMobil filed a lawsuit against the Allen Parish Police Jury over an ordinance that the police jury passed that targets carbon capture sequestration, also known as CCS. Last night, the jury met to discuss the lawsuit. Our Jay McCulley was there and has more.
It was a packed house inside the Allen Parish Police Jury in Oberlin, where residents voiced their frustrations for over 2 hours about CCS projects. In the end, the police jury voted to suspend enforcement of ordinance number 6656. Police juror Roland Holland says he wants ExxonMobil to be more upfront with the citizens he's tasked with representing.
In 2023, they already got a class 5 well drilled in this parish. No stakeholders meeting, no public meetings, no nothing. And we've had it with that. So we're making a stand for our communities and our parish.
Ordinance number 6656 was written to establish local oversight for CCS projects. ExxonMobil currently has state approval for 2 Class V stratigraphic test wells in Allen Parish. Allen Parish District Attorney Joe Green explains why he recommended the police jury step back.
There's been no action in the legislature that gives local bodies the ability to do that.
Police juror Joe Perkins had hoped state lawmakers would pass bills that give local jurisdictions authority over CCS projects, but no such bill passed in the legislative session, which ended June 12th. Perkins says officials in Baton Rouge left him disappointed.
Baton Rouge let us down. And I still blame it on the representatives and the governor for what took place and put us where we at.
Green says when the ordinance was brought up in May, he requested an expedited opinion from the Attorney General's office whether the police jury's ordinance was preempted by state law. But once Exxon filed the lawsuit, he says he was told a legal opinion would not be issued.
So I had to advise the police jury that we should not expect a legal opinion from the Attorney General.
However, I received this statement from Attorney General Liz Murrow's press secretary just 3 hours before the police jury meeting. It reads, "We are reviewing the lawsuit and expect to take a position on this important issue." The lawsuit names not only the Allen Parish Police Jury as defendants, but also Sheriff Doug Hebert.
So they joined him in the lawsuit, basically asking that he be prevented from enforcing.
Resident Robert Maddox says he feels the ordinance has, quote, teeth to it, and Exxon felt it. He believes the oil and gas giant is trying to intimidate Louisiana's other 63 parishes by filing this lawsuit.
And either we're going to let them do that or we're going to stand against them. And now, united we stand, divided we fall. And so Louisiana has to come together, one parish after another.
Resident Keith Guillory let it be known that he was not happy with the police jury's decision to suspend the ordinance.
I'm disappointed in any official that doesn't support the people they're supposed to represent.
Holland says he understands residents' frustrations.
It's put us in a bad position to go out of bounds to fight for our people. And tonight, we just had to get back in compliance because we've been forced to do so.
Police Jury President Tony Hebert says the parish risks bankruptcy if it continued in the lawsuit against Exxon, and that the money is needed to maintain and repair infrastructure. Guillory had some harsh words for that explanation.
Okay, when our water is poisoned and our property values plummet because nobody wants property in this area, how are y'all going to survive? Y'all's tax money is going to dry up. Y'all going to go broke anyway.
Eminent domain and potential CO2 leaks in water aquifers have been major concerns I've heard from residents over the past few months. Holland says if the people don't get a say, there will be consequences for those in office.
I'd rather support our legislatures and our governor, but I promise you, if they pump the first ounce of CO2 and run a pipeline through our communities without our people being able to vote on it and have the final say, I'm going to do everything I can to vote them out of office.
We spoke to Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy on July 8th and asked him what his stance is on CCS projects in the state.
These projects will bring a lot of jobs. It'll improve the tax base. It'll do a lot of economic good. But if a parish or a community says, wait a second, we don't like this, or if the deal doesn't take into their interest adequately, then the community should have a role.
Hollins admits he's disappointed with how things have played out, but insists this conversation isn't over.
But we ain't backing up far. I promise you. When we come next time, we're going to be coming a lot harder, a lot faster, the more people we get on our side.
Hollins shares his final thoughts for Louisiana's concerned about CCS projects coming to the state.
Louisiana citizens build a force that matters and determine how we live the rest of our lives in our communities, not Baton Rouge and Exxon or any of the rest of these corporations that don't even know our children and grandchildren's names.
We reached out to ExxonMobil for a comment and have yet to hear back. The Allen Parish Police Jury will hold a public hearing to discuss an ordinance that removes ordinance number 6656 from the books. Residents will have the chance to speak at that meeting. For the full statement from the police jury, you can head to our website. As always, we'll continue to keep you updated on air and online.